Hey guys, welcome to a new whoa boy. Hey guys, welcome to a new episode, new week, new video. So I wanted to talk about two things this week. This little book and two, the remastering of my older games. So I showed this a few weeks ago in another video and there were a lot more comments on this book than on the actual video. People asking me what this was about. Well, this is, for those that don't know, called a bullet journal, which is really a vague description for something I like to call a task list and a to-do list and agenda sorts, things I want to do and accomplish this year. And it doesn't mean I'll have to do them. I'm not forcing myself to do them, but it's great to just have this book and have a list of to-do things. So if you want more information on something like this, Google for bullet journal and you will find a lot of interesting concepts and interesting people who are keeping bullet journals in various ways, and it's really entertaining to browse, and maybe it gives you some ideas on how you can keep track of stuff you want to do or need to do or have to do or maybe hopefully do someday. Anyway, bullet journal, end of the bullet journal talk. And now let's talk about the remastering of my old games. So this is the list of games. Right now we can see that Stardash and Ink are already done. I still have a few other games I want to port over. So why am I remastering these games? Mainly because they don't run on current hardware, which is a shame because some of these games are just still very fun, and especially for me personally, I'm very fond of these games. They are part of my career as an indie developer. They are part of my company, part of Orange Pixel, part of my history. I want these games still to be played by as many people as possible. The hard part in getting games to run on current hardware, these games, especially Ink and Stardash, were written 7 years ago on an old framework, meaning the code I used was very outdated, very old. It's for Android versions that are long gone, and nobody, even the cheapest smartphone you can find, is not running those Android versions anymore. So there were less and less installs of these games. I noticed Ink had 9 active installs, so probably somebody has somewhere a smartphone or a tablet back up in a drawer and it still has Ink installed on it, and now and again it's still live or active, and I don't know. The game probably doesn't look very good on those screens. It probably messed up graphics. It just doesn't run anymore. Same goes for Stardash and many of these other games. It requires a lot of digging through the code, making sure things run, still working. And my idea for these remasters is not to change the game and get it a completely new graphics or new look. It's just getting this game up and running on current hardware. And I iron out a few of the details and little things, like in Stardash I changed the collision detection a bit, so when you hit monsters it's a lot better than it was. And in Ink I changed a few sound effects because I just wasn't digging the sounds that I had used back then, and these days I use a lot of samples, so there is a little difference there compared to the old versions. But basically this is still the same game. That's really my goal, just having it up and running on new hardware, not so much changing the full game or the complete game. I like the games how they are, and from what I could tell from people who have just played Stardust for the first time, the game still holds up and is very entertaining for those that haven't tried it. And for those that tried it back in the day, you can just update your game or reinstall it, because you don't have to buy the new remastered version. It's just an update to the original version. Install it again and see if you're still enjoying it. And let me know in the comments below. And that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about either the bullet journal or the remastered versions of the new games, let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to reply to them. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you still haven't. I'm doing weekly videos about game development and everything that goes on behind the scenes. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week in the next video. Bye!